I accidentally bought an alien love slave from the black market. Now she won't let me go. The black market on Zorith 9 was a shadowy underworld, hidden beneath the bustling streets of the planet's largest city. It was a place where anything could be bought or sold: illegal weapons, stolen artifacts, and even lives. For Dr. Elias Voss, a human xenobiologist, it was a necessary evil. He had come to Zorith 9 to study rare alien species, but his research required access to materials and information that could only be found in the black market. One evening, as he navigated the labyrinthine alleys, he stumbled upon a stall that caught his attention. The vendor, a grizzled alien with cybernetic implants, was hawking what he called exotic companions. Elias's stomach turned as he realized what the man was selling: sentient beings, chained and displayed like merchandise. He was about to walk away when his eyes fell on her. She was a Celestian, a species known for their ethereal beauty and luminous, starlit skin. Her silver hair cascaded down her back, and her violet eyes glowed with a quiet intensity. But what struck Elias most was the defiance in her gaze. Despite her chains, she held her head high, her spirit unbroken. The vendor noticed Elias's interest and grinned. "Ah, a fine choice," he said. "This one's special. Strong-willed but trainable. Perfect for companionship, or whatever else you desire." Elias's jaw tightened. He had no intention of buying a person, but he couldn't leave her here. "How much?" he asked, his voice cold. The vendor named a price, and Elias handed over the credits without hesitation. He unchained the Celestian and led her away, his heart pounding with a mix of anger and relief. Once they were safely aboard his starship, the Starlight Voyager, Elias turned to the Celestian. "You're free," he said. "I'm not your owner. I couldn't leave you there." The Celestian stared at him, her expression unreadable. "Why?" she asked, her voice soft but steady. Elias hesitated. "Because it was the right thing to do," he said finally. "What's your name?" "Lyra," she replied. "I'm Elias," he said. "You're safe now, Lyra. I'll take you wherever you want to go." Lyra's eyes narrowed slightly, as if she didn't quite believe him. But she nodded, her posture relaxing just a little. Over the next few days, Elias did everything he could to make Lyra comfortable. He gave her his quarters and slept in the ship's common area, determined to respect her space. He shared his food and supplies with her, and they began to talk. Lyra told him about her homeworld, her family, and how she had been captured by slavers. Elias, in turn, shared his own story: his work as a xenobiologist, his passion for understanding alien species, and his disgust at the cruelty he had seen in the galaxy. As they spent more time together, Elias found himself drawn to Lyra's strength and resilience. She was unlike anyone he had ever met, and her presence brought a sense of calm to his chaotic life. But he was careful to keep his distance, not wanting to overstep or make her uncomfortable. Lyra, however, had other ideas. One evening, as they sat together in the ship's common area, Lyra turned to Elias. "Why do you keep your distance?" she asked, her voice curious. Elias blinked, caught off guard. I don't want to make you uncomfortable," he said. "You've been through a lot, and I don't want to impose." Lyra's lips curved into a faint smile. "You're not imposing," she said. "You saved me. You show me kindness and respect. That's more than anyone else has done." Elias's heart raced as she leaned closer, her luminous eyes locking onto his. "I don't want to be free of you, Elias," she said softly. "I want to stay with you." Before Elias could respond, Lyra kissed him, her touch warm and electric. Elias's mind spun as he kissed her back, the walls he had built around his heart crumbling in an instant. From that moment on, their relationship deepened. Lyra became an integral part of Elias's life, helping him with his research and bringing a sense of joy and purpose to his work. They traveled the galaxy together, exploring new worlds and uncovering the mysteries of the universe. But their peace was not without challenges. The slavers who had captured Lyra were not willing to let her go so easily. They tracked her down, determined to reclaim their property. Elias and Lyra found themselves on the run, facing danger at every turn. But they faced it together, their bond growing stronger with each challenge they overcame. One night, as they prepared to leave a remote outpost, they were ambushed by the slavers. The fight was fierce, but Elias and Lyra fought back with everything they had. Lyra used her knowledge of the starship systems to outmaneuver their attackers, while Elias used his combat skills to protect her. In the end, they managed to escape, but Elias was badly injured. Lyra tended to his wounds, her hands trembling as she worked. "You could have died," she said, her voice filled with emotion. Elias smiled weakly. "It was worth it," he said, "to keep you safe." Lyra's eyes filled with tears, and she leaned down, pressing her lips to his in a gentle, heartfelt kiss. Elias's heart raced as he kissed her back, the warmth of her touch melting away the pain and fear. In the days that followed, their relationship deepened even further. The danger they had faced together had forged a bond that neither could deny. They found solace in each other's arms, their love a beacon of light in the darkness of the galaxy. But they knew that their peace was temporary. The slavers would not give up so easily, and they needed to find a way to escape for good. Using Elias's knowledge of the galaxy and Lyra's connections, they devised a plan to leave Zorith, 9, and start a new life together. They repaired the starship and set off into the stars, leaving behind the chaos and cruelty of the black market. Their journey took them to a remote colony on the edge of the galaxy, a place where they could live in peace and anonymity. They built a new life together, their love growing stronger with each passing day. Elias opened a small research lab, while Lyra taught Starlight weaving to the colony's children, her performances once again bringing joy to those around her. One evening, as they stood on a hill overlooking the colony, Lyra turned to Elias. "Thank you," she said softly, "for giving me a second chance." Elias smiled, his eyes reflecting the starlight. "You've given me more than I ever could have imagined," he said. "You show me the true meaning of love and courage." Lyra reached out and took his hand, her touch warm and reassuring. "We are a family," she said, "and as long as we're together, we can face anything." As they stood there, hand in hand, watching the stars twinkle above, Lyra felt a sense of peace she had never known before. She had lost so much, but she had also found something precious, a love that transcended species and worlds, a bond that would endure for a lifetime. And in that moment, under the vast expanse of the galaxy, Lyra knew that she was home.